right, that's how we do it. Oh yeah. Facebook in the house. What's up? So I'm on the beach. We're in Luquillo. We're at Luquillo Beach in Puerto Rico. And check this out. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is nice. So one of the things that we do, Josie and I do every we take our walk on the beach. There's Josie over here. She's walking. We got a good friend in town from Canada, so I got to represent today. But we go walking on the beach. It's nice. It's really nice. So I got to thinking this morning about energetic fields. You know, I love to work. I don't know about you. I'm an entrepreneur, serial entrepreneur. I've been working for, I've been working since I was 12 years old. And this week I'm going to turn 53. So that's 40 years. For over 40 years, I've been in sales, entrepreneurship, business, leadership. Of course, it didn't start that way. But anyway, what I've come to understand and realize, you know, I used to work 12, 13, 14, 15, 16-hour days. Hold on, let me show you this. Look at this. See, this is like a little cove area. And the water here is really, really calm. It's nice. Look at that. That's beautiful. So tranquil and peaceful. You know, when you, what I've come to realize is that you can gain a lot of information in a download. It's the kind of information that might take you a lifetime to learn or a lifetime to figure out. And you could actually get it in a download. I want you to pray for the download, okay? And what does that mean? That means that there is information, there's a table of knowledge, and there's information that you could actually tap into that is not necessarily revealed to you when you're in the hustle and grind, okay? When you're in the bustle, you're in the hustle, you're in the grind, a lot of the information that is available to you won't come because you're not in the right frame of mind. You're not in the right frame of spirit. You're not in the right frequency to receive that information. Very important to understand this. And so what happens is when you're not in the right frame, look at this wind, guys. Look at that wind. That wind is kicking today. See the palm trees swaying? So sometimes what happens is when you are in, let me turn the camera because you guys probably want to see if I can turn. There we go. You probably want to see this view better than me. So when you're not in the right energetic field or you're not in the right frequency, you know, this has been scientifically proven that frequencies like frequencies attract. So when you get into the right frequency, look at this. Look at how clear this water is. Oh, a school of fish. I gotta show y'all this. Hold on. Look at this school of fish. You see? That's a whole school of fish. They gone now. Oh, they're over here. They're moving. They're on the move. See, they're moving together. It goes with what I'm talking about. This when you move in frequency with the frequency and in tandem, okay, what happens is you start to get downloads of information, downloads of knowledge, and you start to tap into an energetic field that is otherwise unavailable to you. And so this is one of the things that I realized when I used to think that the more I worked, the more I would make. I used to think that working hard, hustling, grinding, and working like that would equate. Oh, look at this crab. You guys can't see that. Hey, they got a crab over here. Look. It just went in. So I used to think that, and it is true to a degree. It is true that when we work hard, we get, you know, we accomplish. I mean, we can hustle, we can grind. But what I found is that a lot of my buddies, my friends that are entrepreneurs, all they really did, and I know that all I did at the time, was I left the rat race and jumped on the hamster wheel. I traded the rat race for the hamster wheel, and that wasn't really a good trade, by the way, because I'm more of a slave master to myself than my bosses ever were. Okay, and so when I became a full-time entrepreneur at age 23, which I've never collected a W-2 since age 23. I'm going to be 53 in 2 days. Okay, so for 30 years I've worked for myself. If I didn't bring in money, I didn't eat. I didn't have a paycheck like that. It was all based on the merits of the work that I put in. So naturally the thought would be, okay, if I put in a lot of work, then I'm going to get a lot of result. And at first it kind of works that way. And that's where it gets tricky. When you build a business, when you start a business out, it sort of does work that way. It's like you got to put in the work, man. You can't just sit around. You got to get on that hustle. You got to get on that grind. You got to get off your A and get to it. But eventually what happens is it's just like building a house. You might, if you're building a custom home, maybe it's overlooking the water. It's got a beautiful view. It's got a negative edge pool out, a little bit beyond. The cloud, it's almost up there with the clouds. It's kind of on a high elevation. Beautiful, beautiful custom home. You've got mountains on one side. You've got the ocean view in the back. You got marble, okay, imported from Italy, Carrara marble. You've got all kinds of level 5 granites and beautiful level 5 paint. If you've seen designer paint, you know what I'm talking about. It's just a beautiful home. Okay, but maybe it took about, it might have taken 6, 7, well, let's not even put months on it. It might take a year and a half to build that. That's okay. It took a year and a half to build. But you can enjoy that property for years and years and years. And it might take you some years to build the house that you're building, your business, okay? But eventually, you got to move into that house and start enjoying it. See, your business is your servant. Your business is created to serve you. That's the whole purpose of the business. Business was created to serve you. Your business is your servant. Okay? If you're a slave to your business, that's the other way around. Okay? It's the other way around. And what I've learned is that when you get into energetic fields, certain different energetic fields that you have to put yourself in. By the way, they're all over the planet, all over the world. Sometimes it's just a mind state that you put yourself in just because you separate from, the day-to-day, the grind. But you put yourself in those energetic fields and information starts downloading to you. All of a sudden you figure out how to solve a problem or how to grow a business or how to do something big, okay? One of my favorite quotes is, properly exploited, one good walk on the beach, let me say it again. Properly exploited, one good idea gained from a walk on the beach could be worth more than 10 lifetimes of hard work. Properly exploited, okay? So a lot of times when you get yourself out here in nature, like where I'm experiencing right now, you get yourself out here like this, then you get to experience, okay, there is, and you get to receive information, downloads of information that you would not receive at the office, that you would not receive on the hustle, that you would not receive on the grind, that you would not receive in the rat race, that you would not receive on the hamster wheel. You get to receive those downloads of information, and it could be a new business idea, a new invention, a new idea, it could be anything that you receive. It's a download, or it could be the solution to a problem you've been having that you just didn't know the solution to. And so one of the things that I like to do, the reason why I travel so much, is I like to put myself into these energetic fields. So I had a coach when I first started out. She would tell me, my goal was to work as little as possible and still earn a good amount of income. And I mean, I wanted to earn, I wanted 6-7 figures and not to work that much to do it. Not that I'm lazy, but I wanted to enjoy other things in life. And so she told me, and my goal, I said, my goal is to do 20 deals a year. I was in the real estate, when I first got in the real estate game. She said, Knolly, let's bump that to 100. I said, 100? That's crazy. I'm not trying to work like that. She said, Knolly, I guarantee you, if you will commit to do 100 deals a year, you'll work half as much as if you do 20 deals. And I didn't understand it at the time, but how could you do 5 times as much business, 5 times, and work half as much? That didn't make sense to me, okay? But now that I've lived it, I've come to understand that there really is a formula. There's a secret to it. I just recently, in fact, the idea is so big that when my manager, one of my managers that works, for me and with me, he took the idea to McGraw-Hill and 2 other publishers. We took it to Hay House, McGraw-Hill, and I think it was Simon & Schuster. It was I might be getting that wrong, but there's 3 publishers we took it to, and McGraw-Hill said, we got to put this book out, okay? So the new book, 3 Hours a Day, is coming out real soon. And in the book, basically all I'm doing is I'm breaking down how it is that I work 3 hours a day. I own multiple 6-figure businesses, nights and weekends off, multiple vacations a year. Half my life is a vacation. And I'm, living debt-free and doing it all working just 3 hours a day. And what I discovered is that it's something that any entrepreneur can do, whether you're a real estate agent, author, speaker, trainer, coach, content creator, doesn't matter. This is a life that you can enjoy, a life where you actually get to go out to the beach. Actually, Josie's there walking with me. There's my wife, Josie, here. She's with our, there we go. She's with our buddy, John. He's Canadian, but he's up here from Round Rock, Texas, visiting us for a little while. So anyway, today I just wanted to jump on and talk to you about energetic fields that I just wanted to open your mind to this information, because a lot of times we think that the only way for us to succeed in business is to put in more hours. And when your hours dictate the quality of your life, when the hours that you put in is the judgment factor on the quality of your life and what kind of life you're going to live, that's a bad design right there. That's no good. That's no good. You want to be able to work when you want to work, live when you want to live on your own terms. And this is me. I'm a recovering workaholic. I used to love working 12, 13, 15 hours a day. And what I've come to understand, we're going to talk more about this on another video, but I've come to understand as entrepreneurs is that when we don't have a well-balanced life, we think that all we want to do is work, and that's not really true. But it is true when we haven't tapped into the sweetness of the other things that life has to offer. Okay, so when you tap into these energetic fields, okay, say one more thing about this, and then I'll let you take the rest of this a little walk with me. When you tap into these energetic fields that exist, what are they? Well, it's basically they're different. They allow you to go into slightly different states of consciousness or reality, I guess you would say. So in other words, instead of being status quo, all of a sudden your life, it's like an effervescence. Your life is just opened up, like your mind is opened up. And you're able to see things from a completely different perspective than what you were before, because you put yourself in a different state. It's the best way to put it. And sometimes to get into that state, you just have to change the place that you're in. Like you have to get into a different energetic field. And we all know this to be true, because even though it's been scientifically proven in many scientific experiments, we know it as humans to be true, because when we walk into a certain area, sometimes we'll walk into a room, something just doesn't feel right. Right away you know you're not in the right room. Or sometimes when you are in or you go into a place and you just say, man, this is beautiful, this is nice, I guarantee you, look, let me say this last thing. I guarantee you come out here on Luquillo Beach. My wife and I live about 5 minutes from here. We decided to move to an energetic field that we really were vibing with. Okay, that's where we live now, in Puerto Rico. And you come out here and you spend 2 or 3 hours in calm meditation with the spirit, with source. I guarantee you, you'll be changed, and you'll leave with some much better ideas than the ideas you're getting from your just being in the office all day, or those stale old ideas that you keep trying to resurrect. Time for some fresh ideas, baby. All right. Just wanted to share that with you, and I love you. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what it is that you do to, to stimulate growth in your business, and how are you now. I don't want you trading time for dollars, okay? I don't want you to trade time for dollars. I run 3 businesses, or I own 3 businesses that each make multiple 6 figures, and I work 3 hours a day. 3 hours a day. By the way, my 3 hours today hadn't even started because I'm out here on the beach hanging out with you and with Josie and John. So later on, John's an engineer, so he has a little project to work on. So I said, you know what? Normally I get up at 6 o'clock in the morning. I work from 6 to 8, and then I have 1 hour in the afternoon that I work. And but today, I decided let's just go hang out, have fun, and then I'll do my 3 hours later on in the afternoon. Generally, I do that 4 times a week, okay? And I have a whole blueprint that I wrote called, it's 3 hours a day. You can go to 3hoursaday.com, okay? The number 3hoursaday.com. And you can pre-order the book. It's coming out on McGraw-Hill. And if you're watching this after July of 2023, the book is already out. You can just go anywhere and get it. It's a huge sensation. It's a big sensation. Lots of pre-orders coming in. But it's a blueprint. I break it down step by step, because a lot of people have tried to do it and they don't do it the right way, the right steps. I had to reverse engineer. It took me like 30 years to figure a lot of this out. But I started living this lifestyle about 7 years ago. 3hoursaday.com, you can get more information about it. If you pre-order it, you order the book, you get like $300 worth of freebies that I give you just for ordering the book, okay? And it's cheap. The book isn't expensive. It's coming out hardcover. But anyway, I just want to stop by. I love you. I appreciate you. I want you to succeed. Let me know in the comments down below what it is that you do to enable yourself to work less and to live a richer, more abundant life. And how do you tap into these energetic fields that I'm talking about? Leave me a comment below.
We go to those rocks, those dark rocks. Where that rampy thing is, I don't know what that's called. Yeah, so that's where we walk every day. Oh, okay. So you just go, you don't stop and eat. We do.
Don't forget to like this video and also subscribe to my YouTube channel. You know I need more subscribers. All right, I love you. I will see you on the next one.